Welcome back, everybody, to our Pokemon Y Hardcore Randomized Nuzlocke. I am excited to jump into today's episode, which should be a productive episode, as I believe we are heading to the Pokeball Factory in this one. So let's do a quick check of the team, because it's actually been a few days since I've recorded. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have gotten the 5th gym badge, so we're sitting at a level cap of 42. Which is perfect. So we got a little wiggle room here. Definitely want to get some of our team up. But right now we are just exploring the route. Now, I don't have a map up. We're just going to kind of wing it and see what we find. We did already get the encounter here, so no stress there. But really excited to jump into today's episode, guys. This is actually the only episode, I believe, of this run that goes up while I am gone. So in case you didn't know, oh geez, I hate that. In case you didn't know, for work, I actually do have a conference that's out of town. So I'm going to be out of town. This is Tuesday's episode, so I will be back tomorrow. But I'm doing my best to pre-record. I've gotten all of the Emerald Nuzlocke recorded, and I am so stoked about that. That has been just, what an undertaking that run has been. In total, 67 episodes for one series. That is a lot. That is a lot. But it's all good. We have hopefully, I don't want to spoil anything. Hopefully it's a good ending to what was, I think, an incredible run. And obviously we did have a loss at one point, but I think it turned out as good as it could have, and I'm really stoked about it. That was a wonderful run. I also do, of course, have the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke going on. I did pre-record all the way through Wednesday, so that one's actually like pretty much done. But I am definitely looking forward to hopefully getting through a few of these Nuzlockes and starting some new ones. We will be starting a new Shorts Nuzlocke. I think it's going to be Soul Silver. I've kind of been playing around with a layout that's a little bit different, something maybe not quite the same that we're used to, which I think is good every once in a while just to get a refresh. But I definitely want to do some tweaking on it first. I also kind of want to play around with recording it, just the full series, as in like recording it normal with no overlay and then being able to basically throw an overlay on top of it after the fact, just so I could, if I wanted to, theoretically, I could very easily throw it up as a full-length series as well, but we'll see. Right now, I'm just looking for opportunities for some recycling of content here and there, just to really save on time, if nothing else. Unfortunately, that makes it harder in the edit, but you know, that's fine. Man, coffee is delicious. But yeah, I actually do leave for this conference tomorrow, as of the recording of this, and I'm really sad about it. Because I don't want to leave my wife and my child. I'm very much a homebody. I like being at home. I understand not everybody is that way, but I definitely am. And so it's always a little sad having to leave. Excuse me. Especially with the little one. It makes it that much harder. It was hard already, but it's definitely harder now than it used to be. So we'll see what happens, but hopefully it's not too far, thankfully. Also, I just realized. There we go. I just realized I didn't have my hat on. Thankfully, it's not too far. It's driving distance. But I actually do have another conference coming up ooh, that was close, in just a couple weeks. Thankfully, that one's even closer, though, so we should be okay. I'm gonna throw you out. I also realized I mispronounced this name, or I have been mispronouncing this name for quite some time. It's pronounced Phalox. Thank you so much. Phalox, I'm so sorry. I've been mispronouncing this the entire time, but I do appreciate the correction. You were very kind about it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, that was just an accident on my part, so I'm very sorry. But I'm really happy to have you on the team, obviously. And you're level 37 now, which is excellent. Guys, I've really been considering like how I want this channel to progress and things like that. So one of the things when you create your channel, you're kind of just enjoying the creation aspect of it, or at least I have in the beginning of this. That's, you know, I just like making content. It's just fun. And so for me, like, that was always the goal. But now that it's starting to not become like a thing, I won't say that, but just now that it's got an audience, we've got a community behind us, we've got some really awesome people. I like the idea of kind of reconsidering what the plan for the channel is and kind of what the community looks like in the long term. So one of the things that I think is really important is not to just willy-nilly throw stuff out there and hope for the best. I think what I'd prefer to do, at least, is say like, hey, what's the environment or the culture that I want to cultivate in terms of the long-term growth of the channel? And then how do I accomplish that goal over time? And so one of the things that I've kind of considered, and one of the things, if I look at where we're at right now, some of the aspects of the community that have kind of just fallen into place are some of the big things that I want to cultivate over the long term. And what I mean by that is everybody here is extraordinarily positive. I very rarely get negative comments, rude comments, things like that. On the other, like, in addition to that, we also just have a general sense of like, everybody's really, it's almost like a family, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like a family. As in, like, I'll share a detail about myself, and I'll use, you know, being an Eagle Scout as an example. That came out of a conversation that Robert shared going camping, which was just a comment that he posted. But I think that kind of spurred on a conversation that we could then grow together on, right? Like, we learn a little bit about each other. Now, I'm not socially responsible enough. I will say I'm not the person who's going to be like, oh my gosh, I know every little detail about you, nor do I want to know every little detail about you. Not that I don't find you interesting, just as a person, but it's much more on the end of like, I think, you know, what you decide to share and what I decide to share is up to us. And we can certainly be open and enjoy that kind of culture and that family aspect where we get to share, you know, little details about each other, get to learn a little bit about each other, and hopefully find some common ground in that. But the long-term goal isn't for me to learn every little detail about you. The long-term goal is for us to just be able to find that middle ground and have some kind of like relatable culture that new people can come into, and it's not intimidating. They can share something and we can get started, like that conversation can continue. And so I want the channel, if I'm to pick out like little keywords here, I want it to be like family oriented. And what I mean by that, not that like I want your whole family to sit down and watch my Pokemon videos. I feel like that's a little silly. But what I do think is interesting is to say we are a family. And I like that. I want this community to feel like a family. I think that's really important. I also want it to be welcoming, just in general. I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm outside the joke, or I don't know, so I can't be a part of it. I want this to be a welcoming community. And so far, again, that's been the case, which is amazing. We are going to talk over this story because this is silly. So those things are certainly high on the list. I want it to be not competitive in the grand scheme of things. So I realize like the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke, as an example, is technically a little bit of like outside the box, where technically it's competitive in the sense that somebody could potentially win a binder. I like that aspect, but that's not so much to speak towards the culture of the channel. It's more of just a fun way to get you guys involved a little bit and maybe even give something back, right? Like that's the whole goal. And so there's some of that where I want it to just be non-competitive, much more relaxed, and just a fun environment to hang out and play Pokemon. I also think it's important to look at things like, what area of Pokemon are we looking to cover, right? And one of the area, well, the big area, obviously, is the video games. We do Nuzlockes, and we do randomized Nuzlockes, and I'd like to explore further opportunities for Nuzlockes when it comes to like trying different things and just being a little bit more creative with some of the endeavors. And again, That's where the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke comes from, because it gives you guys an opportunity to be to get a physical thing as a thank you for being a part of the series if I lose. But even further, I mean, even the Emerald Nuzlocke, if you look at that, adding that 20% level boost in there, or making things type themed, or randomizing abilities, like that wasn't always the start of the channel. And so it's kind of fun. None of these are all that great, huh? It's kind of fun to try different things. I hope to continue that as the channel progresses. So those are all areas of like continued growth and continued just, I want to try stuff. I did not want to go in here. And so those are all goals for the channel long term. But excuse me, in terms of areas of like things that I want to continue, like I want to push into the TCG a little bit and try some stuff there, even if it's just some gameplay, like some chill, relaxed gameplay. I want to try some live streaming when given the opportunity. I think right now it's a little tricky just with time. This is a busy time of year for me, obviously with a child. It makes it a little harder, but that's okay. So there's a lot of things that are like on the list for things that I want to try. I do want to continue. Oh, this is the, yeah, okay. I also do want to try like building out the website and making that a resource for people. I've talked about that quite a bit. And it's still continuing, right? Like those are areas that I'm putting a lot of effort into, and it's taken a lot of time, but it's slowly getting there, which is really exciting. So there is a lot that I want to do. There's a lot of progress to be had. And I think, we don't need to do that. I think it's because we have such a welcoming and just inviting and positive community that a lot of these things are like more exciting. I think I've had the experience of like just kind of negative comments and yeah, like in my previous YouTube endeavors, it was a little bit, we generally speaking had a very positive community there as well, but it did mean like it was a little bigger. It was a little like people were just there because of the way that I did things. People were sometimes just there for like giveaways, things like that. So it made it a little tricky from time to time to be able to like continue cultivating just a very positive community. And that's literally all I want to do, right? Like at the end of the day, that is the biggest positive about this channel, is that everybody is so positive. It's really awesome. So that's all I want to continue to do if I can. And that was a very long-winded conversation, but all it amounts to is you guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing, and I will hopefully continue building and trying new things for the channel. Like that's the goal. Old Gato, okay. Well, we did make it through the route, and we made it to the Pokeball Factory. However, I am not sure. So, Laverre City. Do we fight the gym first? Interesting. I definitely thought we did the factory first, but it may not be that way. We are definitely not ready to take on this gym badge at all. I am curious what the best play is here then. What's over here? Oh, is this a little cafe? Okay. What we could do is just jump back into the route and train up a bit, because we definitely need to. I mean, if we look at our team, Anime is pretty well set up, level 41, pretty much perfect. But I mean, Sarker is way down here. We definitely need to get some levels on the team, I think, before we head into this. So what I might do is just head back and explore that route a bit more. I do know there's some items and things like that we did not yet get, so we can give that a shot. And hey, look, Psycho Boost right there. Don't know what that actually does, but that's fine. Can I? Yeah. Oh yeah, Articuno, no sir. Forgot about that. An X speed, I'll take it. Cool. We're just gonna explore, guys. We're just gonna enjoy a little relaxing time. Hopefully get a battle or two in. And that's it, man. It's gonna be a chill episode, super chill episode, and I love that. Every once in a while we need one of these. I mean, we should train up. So I am gonna swap out here. One thing we could do is throw on the XP share and then maybe throw anime in the box. Obviously not to change up the team, but solely so he doesn't get over leveled. That is always something to worry about, but we'll see. So yeah, guys, here's the takeaway too. I want to know specifically what kinds of things you are interested in, or what kinds of things you like maybe about the current state of the channel. If anything, maybe you hate it. I don't know. I hope that if you're here, you don't hate it, but I want to get some feedback from you guys, because this is a channel for you guys and for myself, right? Like, this is a community. This is something I want us to share in and enjoy together. But I can't do that, or if I don't know what you guys are enjoying about the channel, I won't necessarily know what to focus on. Now, I do have stats and things like that to go to, and it seems like things are trending in the right direction, which is amazing, and absolutely love that. But I want to make sure if I'm trying something new that I have justifiable reasons to try it. Otherwise, I don't want to put out and spend time on content that just isn't important to anybody. I think that's a pretty important factor, right? Because otherwise, like, I'm spending, you know, an hour on a video that's me playing the TCG and nobody cares about it. I mean, that's fair. If you don't care about it, I don't have to make content on it. So it's things like that that I want to get your opinion on, and just see what you guys think. Rosalie Berry. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see what's down here. Do we not have cut on a Pokemon? Really? Huh. We don't. Funny enough. Let's teach it to Sarker. I really like Sarker, by the way. Definitely one of my favorites. As much as I hate to get rid of Stomp for just a straight up worse move. Ugh, that's so bad. I guess we do it. It sucks because Stomp is just better. Like in every possible way. But we kind of need cut. So I mean, it's worth it. It's just frustrating. All right, let's get through here. Let's see if there's an item on the other end, or yeah, there's a TM. Feint attack. Okay. Not amazing, but you know, I'll take it. Let's see. Trying to see where we didn't go yet. Because truthfully, we've kind of been through a lot of this route already. Well, that's fine. I think there's an item over here. Oh, we could have had a Porygon. So mad. I love Porygon. I'm just a Bubble Beam. Let's kill my favorite Pokemon. Wow, that did nothing. Okay, let's just run, I guess. We'll just run. That's annoying. Sarker, I wish you hit harder. That's all. Let's go this way. Want to grab this item really quick here. A Torchic. Oh. The fun part about... Did we miss an item on that side? We might have, actually. Oh, it has Arena Trap. That's fine. The fun part about training up the good old-fashioned way, by the way, guys, we do run into shinies from time to time. In the... I mean, we had, what, 2 shinies at one point in this run? Which is really fun. I really wish I could send, and maybe I can, and I just don't know how. I really wish I could send the Pokemon that I get in these runs to like Pokemon Home or something. Just because it'd be really fun to be able to like say, hey, this one came from this Nuzlocke. You know what I mean? I think that'd be really sick, but it's okay. I don't know, guys. Part of me just wants to head into the gym with the XP share and do the best we can. Or at least get started in the gym. I don't know that we'll get all the way through. I hate the teleport puzzles, which I believe is what this one is, if I'm not mistaken. Mostly I just get impatient. When training up like this, I get very impatient, which is not a good thing. Because it means we are very risky going into gyms. But you know, we do need a little risk sometimes. That's okay too. I can't believe how far we've made it in this run though. Like, I feel like we've really done a great job through this run thus far. And we also just have some broken, like cracked out of their mind mons. Anime is insane. And I'm gonna keep saying, is it Phalox? Phalox. I'm gonna keep saying that incorrectly, so I'm so sorry. Correct me every time. Phalox. There we go. All right, let's just see what the typing is at the very least. And we will turn on the XP share for this because we've got some wiggle room. At the very least, like, I do recognize anime as super close, but I think we'll be in okay shape. Let's throw Phalox. Phalox, yep, that's the one out front. And let's just see. I don't know which way to go. We're just gonna kind of wing it. And we're gonna get the typing for the gym here. Let's find out. We've had pretty bad luck with typings in the gym. I feel like we've had some really tough ones. So let's see what it is. Rotom. Rotom fan. Interesting. Okay. Let's just slash. There's a crit, that's good. This could be very interesting. All right, let's Dragon Claw. Let's see how much. I went for Slash, by the way, because I completely forgot we're Sheer Force, not Refrigerate. We also have Slash in the Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke on Rex the Galvantula, which does have Refrigerate, which is ridiculous. So totally my fault on that one, but it's fine. All right. Phalox. Sarker gets a level. Good. Okay. This is actually wonderful. This is amazing. Because we can just Sand Tomb. And we should be in great shape. As long as we don't get, flinched, we should be fantastic. Yeah, dude, this is kind of amazing for us. This is a great typing for Phalox to just be able to kind of ram through, and hopefully, I mean, we should be fine. We also, of course, just have some other good mons we can utilize here, but feeling good about this one. Secondary typings can always be a problem, of course, but we'll make do. And we're just gonna work our way through some of these trainers. I don't think we'll get all the way through the leader today, and that's totally fine. But, excuse me, burped. Ooh, goodness. We'll go for a little while and then maybe try and get back out of the gym, or depending on where we're at, we'll just save. This level 40, my goodness. Speaking of Refrigerate, we do technically have to be worried about Refrigerate almost always. Oh, that's not super effective because it's part bug type. Okay, well, today I learned. Part of me wants to Horn Leech, but I know it's not a good move. Signal Beam, please don't confuse. Whoa. Okay, so we do have Nathan we can go out into if we need to, but it looks like we'll be fine. Good. That was actually a little risky. But Phalox getting to level 38, looking a lot stronger now. I cannot wait to get EQ on Phalox. That will be such a big game changer. Let's throw some, do we have some potions? We totally do. Let's go. Let's get a couple on there just to be safe. And I don't know, we'll just go here. If we accidentally end up at the leader, I don't think we challenge her. I think we go out and then call it a day. Heliolisk, perfect. This should be a lower level as well because there's only there is three Pokemon, so it probably won't be at that level 40. Yeah, level 37. Excellent. Let's just Sand Tomb. It is going to charge, so it is faster. Makes sense. These electric mons are probably going to be fairly fast, and that's fine. Sand Tomb should do quite a chunk. With the extra, maybe take it out. Fantastic. That's really good. Anime is level 42. Do not want to learn Screech. Keeping in mind here, guys, just for the record, we entered the gym at level 41, so we are safe there. It's totally fine. Oh, I don't like Lantern. I'm gonna throw Fruit out. This thing is, Lantern is like surprisingly annoying. You know what I mean? I love Lantern. It's one of my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon, but it's surprisingly frustrating to fight. I'm actually gonna Leech Seed here. Thankfully it's slow. So we're gonna set up the Leech Seed here just to be safe. I may even Quiver Dance, we'll see. I love the fact that we have Quiver Dance, by the way, it's so good. Excuse me. Nice, that healed up quite a bit. Let's Quiver Dance. Do. Yeah, so this is gonna do even less now. Did 9 damage. There's not a huge reason to set up too much because chances are the next Pokemon will not be part water type, like just realistically speaking. Very easily could be, of course, but I'm more just interested in trying to get this thing out of here safely. But it's just gonna keep going for Bubble Beam. I'm so surprised it didn't go for like Confuse Ray or really anything. Even like T-Wave, like I think, well, by 37, maybe it doesn't have it, I don't know. Could have Quiver Dance there realistically just to bulk up again and then been able to probably Mega Drain whatever comes out, but again, I don't think we need to. Level 36 on Sarker, level 36 on Phoenix, yes please. Agility is not the move we were hoping for. Okay, well, this is terrifying. We do know that this has Parental Bond. I'm gonna go Phelox because if it goes for an electric type move, we should be reasonably fine. It goes for Light Screen. Interesting, okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna Sand Tomb. We do connect, that's huge. This should do a chunk, and it is gonna get residual off. It goes for a Light Screen again. Okay, that's actually huge. I think safely I can go for Dragon Claw here. It's Stab, I recognize it's not super effective, but it should do plenty, and there we go, we take it down. That was like, there's a world where that's a really scary Pokemon to be facing, so I'm glad that we made it through there. Level 38, level 41 on Nathan. Look at these levels, guys, we're doing great. Okay. We went through that one. I'm just gonna go here. I don't know. Let's see, what's the time? We're at 28-ish. Honestly, at this point, guys, if we do make it to the leader, I kind of want to try it, but we'll see. I'm just always going to the left, and I don't know that that's right. Sure. Hey, look, we're back at the beginning. I tell you what, this is a good opportunity to head back and heal, get our PP kind of squared away and back up to where it needs to be. And then in the beginning of the next episode, we'll actually be finishing out the gym. I think that's kind of the perfect way to kick things off. After that, of course, we do have the Pokeball Factory. Again, I thought it was the other way around, so I actually anticipated doing that in today's episode. So the gym was a little bit of an off-guard move, but all good. We are sitting fairly strong with our team. We definitely have a little ways to go, but I feel pretty strong that we can take down the gym, especially knowing that it's an electric type gym. A lot of the Pokemon that are lower level are Pokemon that I probably wouldn't have wanted to use anyway, like Phoenix and Sarker. Probably no-goes for this gym. However, Pokemon like Fruit, getting a level there, getting up a little bit is great. Nathan, of course, and then obviously Anime and Phelox are sitting pretty well. So I'm feeling good. That is going to be the beginning of the next episode. Until then, guys, I really do appreciate it. Let me know what we can do to make this community better in the comment section. That is the goal. That's the long-term goal of the channel. Once I get through this busy period of conferences, things like that, I really want to spend some time honing in on what the plan behind the channel or the meaning behind the channel for you guys to enjoy. So definitely give me your thoughts there as well. I think that's important that this is community based. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you again very soon.